for Genki games.
Ah. Remember, like, subscribe, follow, all those things if you're not already. I'll be back probably tomorrow with more Monster Train Tutu.
If I could sing Crazy Train, I could do it's Monster Train. Ah ha 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 ha.
Went off the rails on a monster train.
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna die. That's not a good. That's more of a Axl Rose than a Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, Ozzy's kind of hard to do.
He's got a very unique voice. You have to be British and also an alcoholic, I think,
It
to
does
get
help.
his voice. I have not listened to the new Cat's Eye EP. I'm sending the raid to you right now, Borgmaster.
Yay! Hello, Raiders. How's Vegas going?
4. Oh, speaking of football,
Uh-huh.
I put
The
into
footy,
the
right?
Discord.
The FIFA World Club Cup, right?
Nope, that's not it.
Okay.
No, I was going to say, speaking of football, I put into the Discord if we wanted to do a fantasy football league,
I'm obligated to participate.
we could do that.
Oh, so the Alex Gamer has never been to Vegas, so more of an Atlantic City person, huh? That's typing. All right.
It's
That's
typing. Sorry, you can hear the typing.
impressive.
Vegas is not a place I would listen. There are nice things about Vegas. Fantastic Mexican food in Vegas, unsurprisingly.
What's up with my OBS?
Fantastic food in general in Vegas. They got that pinball museum.
They do.
There are things about Vegas that are not the Strip, thank God, because
The game audio.
having been to Vegas,
Uh-huh. And has that stayed in Vegas? What you did in Vegas?
no, I mean we got tacos. I also have family who live in Vegas.
Oh. Yucky.
All right, I have my VMU plugged in. I loaded my save. Where was I here? Oh,
Where were
right. I did some television magic, and now I have a bunch of points to work with.
See, Braden, I actually walked from the Vegas airport to the Strip once. Don't do that.
Yeah, no,
I would not.
That's pretty far, actually.
It was, and I
quite
was
a
like,
ways
I can do that. I'm fit. I'm able-bodied.
Yeah, but it's very hot.
There's a reason why everyone has cars in Vegas.
It
There's
wasn't
a
that
reason
hot
why-
when I was doing it. To be fair,
Did you,
but
did you try getting an AE86 and then getting the street races on the highway?
no, I
You
didn't
see.
try that. Should I try that?
Yeah, you should probably try that. I think that'd work. It's been a very long time since I played this. Need to relearn the handling. Oh, that's the pause button. Red shout from another star. It's pretty good. Need to unlearn Mario Kart. Just like in general. You need to unlearn Mario Kart.
I-
Just in life.
The people, once again, people who play that game online are fucking savage.
Mario Kart people.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all monsters.
Like,
And also, they're mostly like,
or
like
they're
13.
12.
Yeah, they're like 12 or 13.
And or they are 12.
I mean that's you know, there's no like all 12-year-olds are monsters.
I mean, Chris knows that.
It's all 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, Justin.
Hello.
Justin.
How many street races have you been on the Shido Expressway? Oh, I need to relearn this handling. Christ on a bike.
A saying?
Yeah, isn't it?
No.
No?
I've heard Christ with a pogo stick.
Oh, I just
That,
lost this.
sure, it's a saying.
It is, alright? I've heard it before.
Yeah.
But no, I've never heard that.
Huh.
But whatever.
Where did I get that from then?
Maybe you just came up with it.
No, it's
No,
not.
I'm
an
sure it's
invention.
from a thing.
I'm not that clever.
Here's another thing about Expedition 33 I like. Oh, fuck you.
It has pretty ladies in it.
I mean, yeah, it's your first party member who is not Gustav is a hot lady with tattoos and no shoes who floats along the ground.
Uh-huh. I mean, yeah, she doesn't have shoes on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why she floats on the ground.
Booty.
Yeah, she does.
Every time I remember we have this soundboard, I'm happy all over again.
I'm very proud of that soundboard.
Contributions to the Deep Listens Discord have been noted and
Yeah.
celebrated.
Thank you. I serve the Soviet Deep Listens Discord.
Yeah, the
Not
Politburo.
Ads on Twitch anymore?
What's that?
Can you not mute ads on Twitch anymore?
Do you not need ads on Twitch?
You
What-
can mute ads.
I tried to mute it, and it kept...
Ooh, I have ads now?
All the money
Yes.
is Twitch right now, I assume.
Because I did the paperwork for ads.
Yeah, I guess so. I got an
Okay.
ad prepared.
But sadly, doing the paperwork did not give me more storage space because they moved the goalposts on
Yep.
VOD storage space. You have to be like a full-on, what is it? That's not
Which
like
partner?
Yeah, Twitch partner.
Yeah.
Yeah, so affiliates get no benefit for that.
Oh, see, I guess because I
We're grandfathered in.
was grandfathered in, I still get 2 weeks for my VODs, which is great because I forget to upload my VODs to YouTube roughly every
Exactly.
2 weeks.
That's why I really need that 2 weeks. Tragic Red Tier. Let's try Tragic Red Tier. Let's see if I can reach the top level. Can I reach the top level? Not my current racing, but I will have to. It's like riding a bike. You learn it and then you forget it and then you relearn it. You know?
Yep, that's how it works. You
So-
learn it, then you forget it, then you go, ouch!
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then you're
you
like,
learn it
yeah,
again.
I fell off my bike.
Have you ever fallen off of a bike, Brayden?
Yeah. I chipped
I
it
was a
too.
kid.
Hi, Remy.
Puppy.
Yes, I know. Oh,
He has a puppy now.
the child wishes to pay attention. Wishes me to pay attention to her. Hello. How are you? Hello. Yes. I know. I've been neglecting you.
That yellow truck did you a solid.
Yeah, it's if that's what you want to call it.
Hello.
It-
Solid object
yeah,
on the road.
yeah, that's more like it.
Yep, yep, yep. Hello.
Oh. Oh wait, ZP, do you want spoilers for the F1 movie?
don't
Or
think he's
He's
here.
are
not
you
back
left?
yet.
Oh, okay.
That was the F1 movie.
Have you seen Top Gun Maverick?
It's from the
No.
same director.
Yes. Same general thing of old guy who shouldn't be doing this anymore still does it. And he's still the best at it, and the young guys need to learn from him because he's the best there ever was. And the old people are always right, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's it's just Top Gun Maverick, but with F1 cars.
Does that enhance
Yeah.
the experience for you?
I'll say Maverick's like the better movie. There's stuff in the F1 movie where the stuff that they have Brad Pitt's character pull would get someone an immediate lifetime ban in real life.
Okay.
In a second race. It's like
And that's
there-
bad. You don't want a lifetime ban.
No, you don't. And the fact that this movie is fully endorsed and cooperated with by F1, like F1 drivers are background characters, like they have all the teams involved. Like Zach Brown has a line in that movie. Zach Brown, like the CEO of McLaren, is there, and he has a line or two at one point. Like full cooperation from F1. Like actual commentators, actual like media personalities, like doing cameos, just being themselves in the movie, interacting with this fake team with Brad Pitt on it. Like Lewis Hamilton is the final boss.
Just like in real life.
Actual Lewis Hamilton.
Actual for real Lewis Hamilton, who's also an executive producer of the movie. It's the final boss. It's so like full on. This is an F1 ad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like there is a really good Carlos Sainz joke in the middle of that movie, and yet they have Brad Pitt and that team pulling stuff that is extraordinarily illegal.
That's bad. You don't want that.
Yeah, and it's a real head scratcher as to why F1 signed off on this, and is like fully endorsing it.
Is it a head scratcher?
It is because so the thing that I'm talking around is there's a whole thing that's supposed to be like a victorious feel good thing of like Brad Pitt getting one over on these other teams where he's causing intentional collisions in order to bring out safety cars and red flags to manipulate the race for his teammate. Which intentional collisions to manipulate a race is what caused Crashgate in 2008. That is still felt throughout the sport, like still reverberating. Felipe Massa still has a lawsuit out there about it. That's something you don't want to like glorify. And it didn't help that just like a couple weeks before the movie came out, Max Verstappen lost his shit like a piss baby and intentionally collided with George Russell that one time. And, should have gotten a race ban for that, but instead got like a penalty. So, just bad timing all around. It was kind of shocking. Oh wait,
I find
I
find it very funny.
what is Lionheart saying? Who would want to be the Goku? I mean, I imagine that most athletes would want to be a Goku. Like the most jock-coded thing possible is to be Goku.
I mean, Goku's pretty sick. He's a family man.
I mean, he's a bad dad.
He's
Not
a bad dad because he cares too much about saving the planet from its many foes.
does he care about saving the planet, or does he care about getting stronger? And then saving the planet just happens along the way.
I
would
mean,
like to remind the audience that Goku gave Cell a sensu bean.
He did give Cell a senzu bean.
yeah, do not in fact need to give Cell a sensu bean.
You know, there is debate that I guess spoiler I will have as a running theme through a future podcasting endeavor of who is a worse fictional dad, Goku, Worf, or Teal'c from Stargate. That's an open question because they're all terrible fathers. So Justin, that's something for you to look forward to.
I haven't watched all that much TNG, so I can't comment on Worf.
And you haven't seen far enough of the Stargate to know about Teal'c's family's situation.
I mean, he was enslaved.
He
He kind of got an excuse.
He was in the warrior caste of that society, so... I mean, everyone but the Goa'uld were enslaved, right? The Goa'ulds were the only ones free in that society because it was a slave state.
Do they explain why he just suddenly did a
face turn like that?
Turn? Yeah.
They poke at it a bit in that first season and then just stop acknowledging it. It's like, no, Teal'c's here now.
You two watch more anime than me, I think it's fair to say. Or at least
Not me.
I probably do.
Master, you probably do. In anime,
Uh-huh.
a trope
The Japan
is,
animation.
hey, we were rivals,
Uh-huh.
blood feuds,
Yeah.
but I've beaten you in combat, and so now we are buddies. Who is the worst person who gets redemption via anime friendship?
It's probably
I
from
mean, Vegeta's. So here's Vegeta's pretty bad.
He's
Vegeta
pretty bad.
fucks up and causes a lot of deaths.
He's
but here's the
also
thing,
destroyed
it also-
planets. He's genocidal. He's really genocide.
He's also the only one that I can think of where it took literally the entire show for him to actually truly change sides.
Yeah, it took multiple arcs for him to like. It was a very slow redemption arc for him, and he had to
Yeah.
die along the way.
He had to die a couple times and he didn't actually get redeemed until the very end where he just finally acknowledged that Goku's a better dude than he is.
And then Vegeta becomes a better dad off screen than Goku.
Vegeta was a better dad before he turned into a good guy.
Yes.
Because I was thinking, like, I was watching Mashal.
As
show.
you do. Oh,
Like,
where'd you
Like
get to
muscle.
in that?
I am currently up to the end of season 2, which is as far as that show.
Okay, so like Innocent Zero
Alright,
showed
yes.
up, and you're seeing all that.
Who?
Innocent Zero?
Yes, he
Yeah.
showed up.
Okay. Yeah, the animation kind of goes off at the end there a bit, huh?
He does.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, so do you prefer the anime Dumbledore Voldemort dynamic in Bashla, or the Harry Potter Dumbledore Voldemort dynamic?
The Mashal one.
Oh, okay.
I don't think Harry Potter is going to get a lot of accolades in this Discord.
It's not.
Really great timing for Mashal as a concept of what if One Punch Man went and just punched everyone at Hogwarts. Culturally, a great time for that to be a thing.
100%. There's never been a better time to go punch the like
To go
wizard,
punch,
the
school
wizarding
children?
world.
In a magic school?
Yes.
Yep.
To be
It's
fair,
very strong.
To be fair, Mash Burndead is also a teenager.
Mash Burndead, what a good one, great name. 2, I love him just running around punching people. Like, the solution to all of his problems is to punch. It's great. He's got one move, but boy, is it a fun move.
I mean, he
Like,
also
how's Mash
like pretends to fly by waving his arms real fast.
by waving his arm? No, he flies.
he does fly.
He moves his legs so fast that he flies. Which is hilarious every time it happens.
Oh, it's Professor Speed. Professor Speed always gets me. I have to get a 1-over on Professor Speed now. But anyway, yes, go on.
No, I mean, I just think it's very funny. Like, it's a very funny show. It's very well done. It's, I think, a credit to the animators and the execution that it is so fun. Because it didn't have to be.
No, and you can see where it could have gone bad, because there are like an episode or two where it's like, these jokes are falling flat. Like, these characters are one note, and that's fine when you're putting them into situations, but when the characters just sit with each other, being one note at each other, it's like, oof, it's a bit
Just
thin.
give them less screen time.
Yeah,
When a character's not that good.
Yeah, I mean, like, we don't need to see Mash's idiot friends go out into town because they all have like
Okay, I'm
two
back.
personality traits, right? And they don't balance very well. But putting Mashl's idiot friends in life or death situations where he has to go and punch something, that works every time, every
Power
single
friendship.
time.
The point I was trying to make with MASH was that he befriends a bunch of eugenicists in the first season. Like,
Okay.
that's his final, like, the final fight he has to have. is
Oh yeah,
with
the final
Crystal.
boss. Yeah.
Yeah, I learned because my mother did charity and people turned on her, and so I realized that really people need to be put in their place, and some people are just inferior, and we need to put those people in their place. And if I don't put them in their place, people are going to treat my mom bad or whatever. And MASH punches that dude's face in, and then is like, "We're friends now because you fought and you had a reason for being a eugenicist, and
Oh.
so actually it's okay."
But then also he just like made the guy cut out his schemes. It's like, hey, cut it out, and then he punches him, and the guy cuts it out, and then they're friends.
Yeah, but
That's also like
I
a
think
Vegeta kind of thing. Like Goku
It
Vegeta
is-
thing.
it is a Goku Vegeta thing. It is a eugenics. Vegeta's a eugenicist.
I mean,
Also-
but, I mean,
I mean,
Vegeta- I know Vegeta's a racial supremacist because he's the prince of all Saiyans.
He starts off that way. Eventually,
He gets
he's like,
there
oh, well,
eventually.
although, I guess that doesn't mean anything anymore.
Oh, it's Drift Dancer. It's Drift Dancer, everyone. He's coming for me. I got outrun Drift Dancer. He can dance the drifts.
Yeah, I just feel like the redemption arc, like, yes, Vegeta gets redemption and then improves, and Goku gets not Goku.
I mean, Goku needs redemption. He's a terrible father.
Look, he saved the world so many times. If he didn't save the world, what world would his kids grow up on?
Yeah, no.
He saves the world because he likes getting in fights.
Yeah, but he's also saves the world. Like, he doesn't have to have the best rationale for why he saves the world. He saves it.
He wishes for Fat Boo to come back so he could fight him again.
I mean, Fat Boo is back. He just doesn't fight very much because he keeps falling asleep, and that's the joke.
Yeah, he also doesn't actually do anything.
Exactly, that's the
Fat
joke.
Boo-
Is that
Goku-
Fat Boo doesn't do anything.
He knows he's
Yeah,
a good
but-
guy,
but-
so it's
but-
fine.
Yeah,
Shit,
It's fine.
if he decides to not be a good guy, I think he might have lost this one.
I did lose this one. Yes, if he goes full Goku Black and goes Super Saiyan Rose, that was a terrible arc. I'm sorry, that was a really bad arc. I know that for some reason that character caught on, the evil Goku. That was a really bad arc.
Say Super Saiyan Rose.
Yeah, I did.
What?
Yeah, listen.
Look, so an evil god from an alternate universe takes over Goku's body in an alternate universe, and that's Goku Black.
Like the Mirror universe in Star Trek.
But when he figures out how to go like God Super Saiyan, it's like he makes it pink and calls it Rose as like a shit post, basically. To make fun of Goku, he calls it Super Saiyan Rose.
It seems like the Goku Black arc of Dragon Ball Super being bad is like a universal truth for everyone. I've never heard anyone say anything good about that.
Because it's a bad arc. It's not good. Like the time travel alt universe stuff is the shakiest it's ever been, which is saying something. because there's alternate timelines and alternate universes, and they're nested in each other, and the gods get very ornery about it because it makes everything confusing.
Are you telling me you can only rip off Terminator 2 once and then everything goes to shit, including the Terminator franchise?
Yes.
Hello, Yatsu.
Hello.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
here
too. What do you think about the Goku Black story arc from Dragon Ball Super?
Wow, never before have I seen such an ending, such, just turn to complete shit.
Oh, I don't know. Dragon Ball GT's ending's also fucking dog shit.
No, that's the difference.
There's
Dragon Ball
Dragon Ball
GT has one of the best endings ever. Like,
Where he
Dragon
just
Ball
sleeps
GT's
on the
ending
back of
is
the dragon and he
legitimately
gets pulled off. Nah, fuck that.
Have you ever actually watched that episode?
I watched it on Toonami when it aired.
Okay, because
That
like
was a long time ago.
that isn't the he's dead.
Yeah, he dies.
He was already dead. He
Okay,
died
you
when
were
he threw that
already
spirit
dead.
bomb.
You're
He
already,
already
dead.
died. That was just his
Goku
ghost,
is-
like seeing his friends for one last time as he left. Like he died.
One last time again.
He's dead.
I mean, he was dead
done.
permanently by that point.
The first
Yeah, I
time
mean,
I
well,
watched
the whole thing that they were like, yeah, you can't overuse the Dragon Balls, otherwise this shit's gonna happen. So we're not gonna use
Oh.
the Dragon Balls for a long time. So he's fucking dead.
He's
so-
he's happier in the afterlife anyway.
Sure, but yeah, the Goku Black arc starts out really good. Has like probably a cool climax, and then they just shit all over it.
I mean, I would say it was never particularly good. It had moments.
It had some very good moments, but I would say like if you were to change the ending of that arc, I guarantee you would look on it more favorably than what
Okay,
they
so which
thought of.
like alternate version of a established superhero is more intolerable? Goku Black or the Batman who laughs?
Goku Black isn't Goku though. Like
Yeah,
it's literally just it's Ginyu but different. It's like I
I
stole your
know,
body,
but that's
except
the whole point.
I actually
whole
just killed
point
you
is that
after I
he's,
stole
like,
your body, as
taking
opposed
the
to like
name
fucking around.
and then, like,
I just straight up
perverting it.
killed you.
about Goku Blanco.
what about Goku Blanco?
Do you know? Okay, Gino. Do you know about El Hermano?
No, you mean from? You mean that from Arrested Development?
No. So El Hermano is like very specifically a South American, I think very much maybe just Mexican headcanon for what one of the characters in Dragon Ball Super's motivation is.
Wait, which character?
Jiren.
Oh, Jiren.
So they're just like, no, the brother is the reason why and it's just like, no, he's just a dude. He's just a strong dude. He's got no story.
He's just a really strong dude.
He's just a really strong dude.
He's just a really strong dude.
He's a really strong dude who says he doesn't need friends, but then they push him off the stage. He's like, maybe I do need friends.
Yeah, because like what, Frieza and Goku tag team him or something? Or,
Everyone
Oh, yes,
tag teams
Frieza,
him.
Frieza, Goku's best friend, Frieza.
Everyone tag team. That's one of the more like. That's like a genuinely well animated moment.
it is, yeah. No, you know what? That is the longest battle of 45 minutes in all of television history. That last
It
arc.
is.
But there were good moments in that.
Yeah, like that. So I'm not going to say that the Tournament of Power is good because it's not, but it's got some really good moments.
Like, is any part of Dragon Ball Super good? Because everything I
The
hear
Yamcha
about it
episode?
everything I hear about it is it has its ups and downs,
It
and
does have
a lot of downs.
Yeah, it's not a well written.
It's not well put together.
Are you
Yeah,
telling me
you
that
could-
the original and Z are still what you should watch?
Daima's really
Yeah.
good.
Daima's really good.
Daima's actually
Isn't, that
good.
just isn't there just a movie though?
No, it's 12 full episodes.
Daima's it's like a 24 episode series, yeah.
Well, it's 24? Oh, okay.
And it's got one of the best Vegeta Bulma moments I've ever seen in my life.
That was really. It is.
That
Is
was
it-
really
is-
good.
very
Is it
good.
better than Vegeta's mustache?
It's
It's
very good.
Much better than Vegeta's mustache.
Should probably just put the clip in voice to text can find it on
I'll
YouTube.
I'll watch Daima eventually. Eventually, maybe.
Just
Or is
the
it streaming?
zoom in on his
Just
face in that
Crunchyroll?
moment, and the reaction was so fucking good.
It's so good. Like, and you're just surprised that they actually went there. Dragon
Yeah.
Ball. It's the last thing Toriyama ever did. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna buy the
It's sad
second
that that
most
happened.
expensive car in the game.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Dragon Ball Super is a cool thing to watch if you are a super big fan of Dragon Ball and you want to watch some cool fights. But like story wise, it's kind of like really it
There's
it
a
starts
lot
off
of
as
lore.
like really bad adaptations of the movies. So you're better off just watching the movies, and then it's got a pretty decent arc with the Universe 6 arc.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
after that, everything after that has like really good like setup and then terrible payoff. You're like, oh, this is gonna be cool, and then it's like, oh no, they just fumbled it.
But there is a lot of world building in Super. A lot.
Yeah, I just hope you're not a fan of Trunks, because what they did to that character is kind of like, well, that's the most fucked up thing you could possibly do to a person.
Future Trunks.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't he become a time cop or something?
I mean, he gets
No.
a happy ending, right? Because he gets
No.
the girl, and then I mean, they're the last two in the universe, but they go to another timeline or something, like a happier timeline.
they go to another timeline.
They send him to a farm-up
that
state.
they also exist in. So it's just
Oh.
two versions of them in that timeline. So it's like, hey, guess what? Everyone you know is dead.
Yeah, things go badly for that timeline. Let's.
Yeah, very badly. Let's say.
You'd think that they would just keep Trunks
And like
in
just
the
keep
main,
Future
in the main
Trunks.
timeline, in the
Yeah.
prime timeline.
That I feel like that's what they were leading up to, but they just didn't do it.
Prime line.
Yeah, the prime line.
Yes.
I said the prime timeline.
I'm saying that. No, I'm saying the prime line.
The prime line? Yeah, you sure if you want to call it that.
Prime timeline, or the prime line for short.
Yes, the Earth One of Dragon Ball.
But if you like just a weird excuse for a free for all battle that probably lasts too long and has like a few episodes that are like, hey, here's some good episodes and here are some like, this is clearly filler episodes.
Yeah.
And the last arc's okay.
If you want to see even lazier Saiyan names.
Oh yeah.
Boy, howdy do I.
Huh? Yes.
Uh,
Kale. Just oh yeah. Oh hey,
Yeah.
it's Kale. Yeah, everyone knows Kale. The Saiyan Kale.
You know what though? Like in retrospect, Caulifla is totally like
Caulifla? Yeah, that
it's
works.
an on the nose name when you think about what she's basically based off of. It's like, oh yeah,
Mhm.
okay, sure.
But also like that's in line with like Kakarot, Vegeta, and
Yeah.
Nappa,
Nappa.
Raditz. You know,
Hello,
like
I'm back.
Caulifla works in that convention, but then just Kale. You don't do anything to
I
it. Just
agree.
Kale. Just Kale.
Yeah, it's just
Well,
good.
I'm
you
back.
doing?
Dogs need.
I mean, Kale with a C is a name, though.
No, it's
Kale.
Kale.
Ah!
Huh?
Do what?
That's nothing. Just pretend you didn't say that.
Yeah,
Makes sounds. I don't know.
This is a disaster already.
Anyway,
He probably spilled pasta all over himself again or something.
Kyla!
Again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I understood
that.
what you were
Never mind.
saying.
Now I get it.
I
Yeah,
don't.
I don't know.
I don't get anything.
Turn power
actually.
isn't
I
great.
still don't get it.
It's okay.
I
It's
actually don't want to get it. Don't explain it to me.
fine. Okay.
I'm better off this way. Shit.
Actually, you know what's kind of another kind of fucked up thing about the Tournament of Power?
And
I guess spoilers for this
Oh.
show. That's I wouldn't honestly recommend
I've
watching.
attempted to watch Super twice and didn't get very far. So
Yeah, sure.
All right, so
let's talk
Universe
about
6 is
Tournament
kind of like a mirror image of 7. So like
Yeah.
it has stands, it has Namekians, it has all this bullshit, right?
Yep.
So in their attempt to survive this thing, where it's like, yeah, if you lose, we erase your universe.
Ugh.
Every single
Right.
Namekian fused into 2 Namekians in order to try and win,
Power. Yeah, that's kind of
Uh-huh.
which is an unreversible process. And in
Uh-huh.
the end, they all just get revived anyways. So it's just like, what the fuck did we do? Our entire race is now just 2 people,
there are a
guys.
lot of
I
and
mean,
it didn't
plot
matter.
points.
I mean, they can restart from there, mouth eggs and all that.
I guess. It's alright, time to get to Mouth Eggen. We're gonna be here a while. You take that side of the planet, I'll take this side of the
So
planet.
I forget, in Canada, okay, I know in Europe this is a thing where they don't like flash pasteurize their eggs and they're still kind of covered in dirt and shit and you have to like wash them
What
before
are you
you
talking
actually
about?
handle them. Do they do that in Canada where they do the same American technique of like putting them through a hot water bath?
I've never seen dirty eggs show up when I buy
Okay.
it.
For all
Canada also
viewers,
does that.
remember, always bathe your eggs.
Tell me more about your dirty egg.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, how many are there? 1, 2, 3.
Getting
Are there ads? Not tell me about ad
I
breaks.
gotta bounce.
Oh, take care.
But, enjoy.
Oh,
remember-
have fun.
it later.
I ain't even gay.
That is true.
What?
Oh.
I'm sorry, what?
I like how that like I'm not gay quote from
I-
Braden
I-
got clipped, but mine didn't get clipped. There's man ass.
I mean, you have tons.
There's a better version for you.
Gay.
I was talking about how the most recent Doctor in Doctor Who was a good-looking man. I ain't even gay.
Enjoy. And remember,
That is true.
It's true, yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Erase-
my stream did deserve that for me jogging up Gina's stream.
So I
did
don't
you
know
do?
if you've been. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. 'Cause
No,
my
no,
thing's
go ahead,
completely
you're
off
fine.
topic. No, mine's is off topic. So what if?
I just
yours
wanted
is
to know what
related?
Borgmaster did to Gino's stream.
I clipped that and then played the soundboard a bit.
Alright.
So, anyways, Borg. I don't know if you've seen this, but the much reported Xbox cut supposedly Turn 10 expecting to basically get gutted.
They're killing Turn 10 even though they make the most successful game.
Yeah, man.
They don't need them. They just make Sumo Digital make everything now. Surely that Fable will be worth it. That Fable reboot that they're doing.
No.
Oh wait, Playground makes the Horizon games, so I guess it's Playground. that
Yeah,
makes
Turn
them.
10 is the
Yeah.
main series.
Yeah, they don't care about that.
I know
anymore.
y'all didn't like that last main series Forza.
I mean, I liked it well enough, but it just kind of came and went. But I guess since they have the engine now, they're good. They're good on Horizons for a while.
Here's the thing. I really like Forza Horizon 4. And then I played 5 and was like, yeah, this sure is that.
You see, 4,
Have you
I
played-
didn't like that much, but 5 was a lot better.
See, I liked 4 because it was just people being like, oh, Count Driftula, you did an awesome race there. You're the coolest guy in the world.
I mean, I played the first one. Every single one after the first one is the same game. I don't
Uh-huh.
see how you can like
Yeah.
one and not like the other.
I mean, 3 I
That's
didn't
tired.
like. I can't explain why I didn't like 3. The handling
like-
fell off.
Okay.
It's
That-
just a shame because I don't know.
Yeah,
They
it's
were
a shame.
Oh,
making
this is bad.
they were consistently making a driving sim game.
I mean, nobody
You
else
could
is
talk
really
about
making.
like Horizon.
I mean, Polyphony
But, yeah,
still
like-
exists, right?
Polyphony makes a game once every blue moon.
Oh,
Like
it's
you're not
drifting.
getting.
Yeah, no, it's all just Assetto Corsa and iRacing.
But there's a middle, like Gran Turismo and Forza occupied the middle ground between those two.
Well,
And there's
not
nothing
anymore.
else.
I mean, you've got a Assetto Corsa.
Again, middle ground.
You've
Did this
got
game break? Did that guy hit traffic and break the game? Now he has to catch up to me again. Whoa! It broke the
Uh-oh.
game.
Ha 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 ha.
I mean, I can quit out if I want to. I just want to see how this goes.
Sure.
What's that beep?
That
So-
doesn't sound suspicious.
He's slowly getting here.
So, like, what Microsoft Studios, other than Obsidian, seem to be on track and not necessarily going to get staff
Well,
cuts?
we'll see how an Exiles next game does.
Yeah. Also, it sounds like, Justin, that no stone is left unturned with these cuts that are going to be announced tomorrow. Like, they're described as big by both Schreier and Mike Minami.
It's probably just Microsoft wanting to cuts across the board, probably.
And it sounds like they're also, like, major cuts to their hardware division, which, like, alright, fine.
Yeah, I mean, they were
Putting the right flag up.
they're
but-
planning to get out of that in as graceful a way as possible eventually. Don't turn that way. Don't turn that way. Shit.
But no more Microsoft Surfaces. So,
It's like the two-faced act that you still get out of them. Like, oh, we got skin in the hardware game. We are absolutely are making these cuts. Blah 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 blah. And then it's just a different message whenever a financial statement comes through. It's like
the
you can't-
Coalition hasn't put out a game since Gears 5's DLC.
What if I told you that they have been implicated recently the last
Implicated?
day as like getting hit hard?
Oh. Oh, so no Gear 6
So.
then.
Like these cuts are, I think Schreier's put it anywhere between 500 to over 1,000. Like these
Total?
are not.
Or like,
ins-
okay.
these are not going to be insignificant cuts. Which sucks. This fucking horrible fucking industry is a meat grinder.
I mean, overall sales are down, like, for the industry, though, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
partly
Yeah,
because things are moving to streaming, but also like, yo, surprise, surprise, you've priced out kids.
Yeah, kids don't
now-
buy games anymore. They just play their waifu slot machines.
Or Fortnite,
Or
because
Fortnite.
hey, these are the only games that they don't have to pay $80 to play. So,
Now, if Fortnite
get
was a
what you
gotcha,
fucking
I
reap.
might play it.
you reap what you sow. Just
Yeah.
fucking sucks.
But it also seems like we kind of reached a sort of market saturation. Where a ton of people
Yeah,
play
I mean,
games
like-
now, but
What happened? Shit.
I mean, when
Into
you
the
boot
wall.
up Game Pass, it's now immediate the amount of slop, like just fucking slop that you're just
On
inundated with,
Game
rather
Pass
than
or like
fucking-
or like the Xbox Store? Two
I
different
think
concepts.
both. I think that they're both starting. Well,
Game
the
Pass is
Xbox
still
Store-
curated.
the Xbox Store is a fucking wasteland.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a dumpster fire, but like
It's a
so,
dumpster
but
fire. But
so
even,
is the
even
eShop.
Game Pass has like a bunch of fucking like free to play games that are just right there.
But,
filling up their
like,
little
but it's like the
canvas.
major free-to-play games. Like Game Pass is still pretty curated. Like I don't know what you're conflating here.
Maybe do you do PC Game Pass or Ultimate?
Both
Okay.
console and PC, and like the actual Game Pass, like the games that are on Game Pass are still pretty curated.
Yeah.
Like the Microsoft Store is a dumpster fire, but so is the eShop and Steam and Epic and probably PlayStation Store as well. They're all filled with slop.
Oh, WK, like Double Fine is going to be able to release their fucking 3D indie game, but if that is literally all they have to show for like 5 years of fucking radio silence,
we just say there's another
at 3D
Cyberpunk
Limbo.
now.
No, it's a 3D Limbo.
Yeah, Double Fine it will not make it to 2030. Being optimistic.
I feel like Double Fine's been in hot water basically for the past 15 years.
But they weren't fully owned by an entity that could just dissolve them on a whim.
Yeah, I feel like the lesson here is when Microsoft. I feel like the lesson here is when Microsoft comes up to you and you're a game developer and they're like, "We want to purchase you," you should say no.
So, like, I mean, with Double Fine in watching that,
I mean, that's
that
really
Psychonauts
any
2.
publisher at this point.
In watching that Psychonauts 2 documentary, it seems like the company was a shit show before that Microsoft purchase. Like, Kickstarter really just didn't actually give them the dividend that they were hoping for, and then that whole side of the business just bottomed out. So you watch that Psychonauts 2 documentary, you get a sense that Tim Schafer's not really good at the business side of things.
No, he should not be running the business at all.
And then B, had they not sold to Microsoft, there would have been a fucking, like, timer to their closure. Which I don't think is all that surprising.
Yeah.
No. But a lot of those other game companies.
But also, like, Bungie
they were doing
is gonna,
fine.
like, was bought by Sony, and they're not gonna be around for.
Everything about that marathon game just sounds worse and worse and worse all the time. Like, not the game itself being bad, but like all the stolen assets and.
So, like, here's the thing, like, the marathon situation, to a degree, like, fucking Bungie made their bed and now they have to lie in it. Like, when they were in negotiations to sell that company and we're talking all hot shit about fucking, you know, how well Destiny was selling, like, everything that's come out since then has suggested that they cooked the fucking books when they sold that company to Sony. And it was an unsustainable business held together with, like, bubblegum and scotch tape.
I mean,
and everything came apart pretty quickly.
As someone who was playing Destiny 2 a lot for a while, it did seem like Bungie was falling apart kind of all the time. And I have no idea what happened there.
That's part of the reason why, as brutal as I think Sony's, like, you know, cuts to Bungie have been, to a degree, you have to understand they gave them a loose leash, then a tight leash, and then the updates for Destiny 2 didn't actually still come out any quicker or better than before, and Marathon has continued to drag along. They're pulling the plug like the upteenth time to, like, reboot it. They've been in hot water for 4 years now. Like, I don't know what to say other than as brutal as it seems, like, Sony seems like they're just fucking done with them.
I mean, I would be too. Like, I think that it's a better idea to go through the company and lay off management and figure out.
I mean, the management
but that's not as easy as it sounds.
The thing is, the management that got them there were the ones who sold the company, and they either, you know, cashed out, or they have, like, you know, like a contracts with, like, years on there. And it's like they're going to go after a certain amount of time, and you put up with them until then. And of course, all of the managers under them who they hired will be people who were hired by dumb jackasses, and usually dumb jackasses like to hire dumb jackasses. So then,
and then, like, everyone who actually was, like, a designer or an artist at that studio has made it pretty clear that, like, the people who are in the management positions at Bungie were fucking awful and toxic and or repeat harassers. Like, those people are, luckily, it sounds like, gone.
Because they're the ones who sold out and then got paid and left. You go in, you do some harassment, some abuse. You have your fun. Then you sell the company, get paid, and then you leave to go do unspecified things on an island. Yes, exactly.
So, the thing with Halo 2 being held together by duct taping good intentions. My understanding with Halo 2 was that they tried a different approach to developing that game. They, like, split everyone up into these small teams and just had them work in siloed teams. And then when it came time to put the game together, they realized this is a bad fucking idea.
All,
So they had to scrap most of the work and put it together in a year.
Also, well, life. The key part of the key part there is good intentions. Like that era, Bungie still had the people who made Bungie what Bungie was.
Yeah.
The Bungie now is not the
Marathon and
Bungie
Mystery.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That the Bungie that made Halo 3 and Halo Reach, not there.
Like, yeah, it's a shitty situation.
I mean, like, what AAA studio is doing okay right now, though?
Capcom,
Nintendo.
Yeah, you Capcom.
Japanese
Capcom,
companies
Oh shit! It's great.
Capcom,
The
who did not-
Nintendo,
yeah,
Capcom, Nintendo, and Namco Bandai.
Japanese companies who did not completely overexpand during the pandemic, and then have shocked Pikachu face when it turns out people were going to go outside after the pandemic was over.
See, that's a problem. Just don't go outside. Never go outside.
I was just
Too late. I've
outside.
already gone outside.
I see.
I
That's
just went
that-
outside.
That's the problem. You goofed up. You should have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nintendo's doing okay right now, I guess.
Okay, right now, I guess they just sold
Yeah.
5 million consoles in a month.
They have a virtual monopoly for a certain demographic of video game players.
Yeah.
Like the mid-range game hardware, they have an absolute monopoly.
I mean, for a moment, there was a question in my head of, are people going to be as interested in the Switch 2 with all these portable PCs out there? And I
No.
got my answer on that.
No, because
Yeah,
no one buys portable PC. I mean, people buy it, but it's a couple of orders of magnitude difference.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah.
Like the Steam Deck of all of them is the only one that's like almost, but not entirely crossed the 5 million unit mark. But
And after how many years?
Yeah, after 3 years, and they're punting on reviving their current handheld SKUs.
Also,
This year.
you can't trust Valve. They will abandon anything at the drop of a hat.
No, I'm pretty sure that's what Valve's going to do is like bail on this handheld and sell the OS to other handheld manufacturers. And say, hey, our OS performs way better than Windows on your portable hardware because Windows can't cut itself down enough.
I mean,
And
The
now
rumors
Microsoft
of
is
them-
trying to do exactly that.
Here's what I would say. I've heard someone else say this. If they're going to do that, expect it to be like lopped in with the Valve Index, their VR headset, because the reporting on that is they're going to ditch that fucking thing pretty soon as well.
They
I
haven't
mean,
made
they
new
already
ones of
kinda
it
did.
for like
Buy one, get one free.
5 years.
Hey, listen. If the headset is dirt cheap because they're getting rid of it, I'll buy one and play Half-Life Alyx and then sell it.
Or you're not going to play Resident Evil 7 in VR?
Well, to do that, I would need to get a PSVR, but the PS4 PSVR. Because
didn't someone hack that into
PC probably.
their PC?
Yeah.
Or you could play Alien Isolation in VR if you really wanted to,
No,
really
that game's
expand.
300 hours long.
Alien Isolation? It's like 20, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know you're joking, but
It's too long for a horror game.
you could play Subnautica in VR.
Yo, that's
I would piss myself.
That's a best experience. You will piss yourself.
And then I will be underwater. From pissing.
As someone who loves Subnautica but is terrified of it, I will never play that game in VR.
I'll
I
play
played it
Resident Evil 4
once,
in
and
VR. And then play Resident Evil 4 in VR.
It also Subnautica in VR also sounds like a great way to puke.
No, it's not that. It's not that motion sick, but it is terrifying.
Yeah. I don't know. The thing about... we kind of talked about this when the State of Play came out. Sony sure is willing to fucking, like, fight for this 1/5 of the market that they have with the VR market, huh? Because they've really made a big scene about that Thief game, which... What the fuck, Brayden?
Yeah.
I want to know, A, who thought that the Thief IP was the IP to fucking
Yeah,
make
and
a
also
marquee AAA
VR.
fucking VR game?
Like-
and then B,
How did this
Why?
get greenlit, and
How?
who pitched this?
you wanted
Who are the right
you wanted
minds?
a big VR game that's going to be exclusive to PlayStation VR 2.
Is it a
Yes,
follow-up
VR2.
to Old Thief, or a follow-up to the 2014
And
Thief,
then
or is it a new thing?
Thief 4?
it's not only locked into that, you bought the Thief IP rather than make your own fucking thing.
Or is it
Why?
the Embracer Group making?
I thought the Embracer
Yeah, did the
Group went out of
Embracer Group-
business.
No, they
No,
broke apart
no.
into three
They,
parts.
they
of
broke
Fable.
apart into 3 separate,
Oh, okay.
But, like-
smaller Embracer groups.
Did like someone get suckered by? Oh, you're right, Thief. We could like make a V, and then they bought the rights to make a VR game.
No,
What?
like some European guy was like, yeah, listen, I will help you cheat on your taxes if you approve this Thief game. I am Jan Embracer Group.
Yacht Embracer.
Jan Embracer Group.
I mean, the Embracer Group has made some questionable calls in the past, so I would absolutely believe that they would think that VR Thief is the
Well, their entire strategy was, we're going to buy every single mid-sized European developer and publisher, and then hope we get bought by the Saudis.
Well, no, they didn't want to get bought by the Saudis. They wanted to sell the Saudis on Lord of the Rings for like $2 billion.
Yeah.
And then when the
Sure.
Saudis are like, "This is a Ponzi scheme. We're not that fucking stupid," then they had to fucking like, oh,
Yeah.
shit.
And so now, let's see, it's Coffee Stain and Friends, which Coffee Stain publishes some neat games. Your Deep Rock Galactics and your Songs of Conquests.
Asmodee accepted a vast majority of their debt, which Asmodee is like one of the big 3, big 4 of tabletop and board
Yeah.
gaming. So they will probably actually recover. And then, yeah, they have Lord of the Rings or some shit. That's the division where it's like, you really think that you can just make an entire division based off of the Lord of the Rings IP, but specifically the books?
Everyone loves those books. That they're good books. Just don't mind the racism in the third one.
No, I'm not.
Whatever.
I'm not even saying that, but like, it goes without saying that
Don't worry saying it.
it's been a long time. We are long removed from the Peter Jackson movies, so the Lord of the Rings IP, especially with how poorly received this Amazon series has been in recent years, isn't what it used to be.
I mean, that entire the mainstream popularity of that franchise rests entirely on the three Jackson movies, and I guess some people like The Hobbit. Everything else they've tried to do doesn't seem to have back off.
I mean, those Hobbit movies have made a bunch of money. Not all the money,
Well,
but a decent
yeah, I said
amount.
maybe the Hobbit movies, even though they're trash, they're god awful. But they made money.
I
yeah,
mean,
speaking
as an executive, I can tell you
Uh-huh.
that making money is the greatest moral good any product can have.
wow, are you a writer for the Cato Institute?
No, I'm Michael Eisner.
Oh, okay.
I've told this to Gino. I went to a workshop at the Cato Institute. I've made this well known. And, they wanted to do some, like, workshops. And a workshop that I helped moderate there. Although I wasn't the person who was guiding I was just there to help out and, like, make sure that people had, like, beverages. I can't actually tell you
socialism.
I can't tell you what I actually like helped with them in terms of like their documentation because, surprise, surprise, the Koch brothers know how to fucking make an NDA. But one of the panels, the panel that I was helping, was literally titled "How to Talk to Your Friends About BioShock and Libertarianism." Because they're like,
is that something that
well,
comes
if
up
they
in
say-
conversation?
If they talk bad about Ayn Rand, this is how you rebuttal them. And it's like, boy, okay, we're doing this, okay.
Yeah,
Like,
that,
it was
that
trying
sounds about
to-
right.
It was like the purpose is like there was that they
Like-
wanted to like, well, let's talk about our philosophies.
Were they like anti-Bioshock? Because that game's not kind to libertarianism.
No, yeah, they were like how to actually say that libertarianism actually can work in a society. We totally have a theory. We have a response to the problem of highways. Blah blah blah. You have to also remember there was a brief period of time when I was there where the Cato Institute and the Ayn Rand Institute weren't seeing eye to eye and actually split apart.
Oh,
So-
libertarian infighting. Great.
Love it.
Yeah.
Ideological
know there was-
infighting?
I legitimately had no idea either of these institutions existed until I met you. So
Good for you. You're better off
Yeah,
now.
what's it
kids.
like when
The Ayn Rand Institute is not the same thing as the Rand Institute. They actually do
The-
things that are worthwhile.
I mean, the Rand Institute invents new war crimes for the government to do.
Rand Corporation, sorry.
The Rand
but I
Corporation.
mean,
what if we exploded everything?
You see, you could get a job at the Rand Corporation with that mindset.
and didn't the Rand Corporation like play a pivotal role in like developing the MIRV system? So like shooting
Almost
nukes
certainly.
5 at a time.
Almost certainly.
I know that it was DARPA, but I'm pretty sure that they like
DARPA
funded
and
that.
Rand were hand in hand forever, basically.
DARPA chief.
Yeah, but at least DARPA did shit like we invented the internet, and fucking like we
Yeah, see
actually
where that
were the
goes.
ones that did the research for Moderna for the COVID vaccine. It's like, oh, fucking word. That was a fun one when DARPA actually came forward. Like Moderna can say whatever the fuck they want. We did 90% of their research.
But yeah, no, like Rand and DARPA and the whole.
Is this where like it all leads up to them just doing like the weird fox tie thing to us the whole time?
I mean, like the thing
It's been
about
us this whole time, DARPA.
The thing about DARPA is that it's all in like their research is all in the names of American exceptionalism.
Sure.
And the things
I just want to
that
know who
they
they're
have
targeting with the
developed,
fox tie virus.
Canadian.
the things that they develop have genuinely made our life better, like goddamn weather satellites and GPS. And again, the motherfucking internet.
Yeah, the internet was a mistake, though, actually. Oh, come on, how is that controversial?
You said
This is
what now?
controversial.
The internet was
He
a
said the
mistake.
internet was a mistake.
The internet was
No,
absolutely. A
I
mistake.
didn't.
So it
Honestly, I
was,
didn't understand what you
societally.
said.
I'll be back in a bit.
but without the internet,
I mean, yes, it was a mistake, but I think our mistake was vastly misunderstanding how the internet would be used. Except for Kojima, I guess.
Yeah, Kojima,
yeah.
Kojima knew all along. He knew everything.
I think the problem with the internet is that for some reason we've let like what 3 companies just control it.
I mean, that's just
I mean,
America.
we should have listened to Richard Stallman.
I guess.
we should have all listened to Al Gore the whole time.
No, that's not true.
To
Even
Dennis
when Al
Dyack.
Gore's right, you shouldn't listen to him just to annoy him.
When Dennis Dyack went on One Up Yours and talked about how gamers were destroying society by not engaging in debate over his very great video game.
I mean, he was right.
He
Richard
was
Stall-
right.
I don't know if you guys know who he is. Richard Stallman is a guy who has been very adamant about open source everything, literally everything.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
those guys. Yeah.
Years. Like he has been hardcore about it since the 80s. He was a big champion of early Linux and stuff.
Open source the planet. That's what they say
Yes,
in the movie.
that's exactly what they say. But no, He didn't like the idea of everything being a closed off, isolated thing controlled by a corporation, and might have been right.
What was controlled by the Communist Party of China?
That's also a bad idea.
I mean,
Stuff like
it has great right in the name.
WeChat.
It's not the lame firewall.
Actually, WeChat is like a really good app. Like it does everything. It's
Yeah, but
really
it's
everything
by
app.
design. It wants you to use nothing but this, so you could like literally like it's your fucking bank. It's fucking everything, right?
Yeah, like no one uses cash anymore. It's all WeChat. It's all WeChat Pay. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's
like,
a problem.
Like a guy selling like fruit in a cart on the side of the road has like a piece of paper with like a QR code printed on it.
Yeah,
And to pay
sure.
him for like the produce that this farmer has like on a cart. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay. The lady
you know,
who
and that
sells
definitely nothing can go
tamales-
wrong with that.
The lady who sells
Never ever will
tamales
the
still
government
only
turn off
takes
your money.
cash.
Yeah, we still live in a cash society on the bottom level.
I mean,
mean,
the
the
credit
other
cards are doing
side
a lot
of-
of heavy lifting, but they're doing it and they're making millions of dollars off of people with crippling debt. But you know, whatever. You guys still have pennies, though, right?
Yeah,
They eliminated the pennies in Canada, the monsters.
there was talk during the Obama era of getting rid of the penny, but that's
I feel
That's
like
not
there
gonna
was
happen.
talk during. I feel like there's been talk of getting rid of the pennies since then.
but like
I
it's
don't think
not.
it, I don't think it
that's not
matters because you
serious
guys just
talk.
print so much
Here,
money.
here,
it
here,
doesn't really matter.
I think there's a lot of people with giant jars full of pennies, that are like, no, you can't get rid of them.
No, see, like the reason why I say Obama era is because the pennies existed in the 1950s, which means that no Republican administration will ever get rid of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Pennies. Yeah.
I remember reading books where they're like, "Oh yeah, you
And
know, I
Abraham
bought a
Lincoln
meal
on
for
'em.
7 pennies." It's like shit.
I mean, I don't think that a meal cost as little as 7 pennies, even in the 19.
I mean, like 1900.
Not in the
You can buy some-
1950s,
you can buy
but in the
some
1900s,
gum.
absolutely.
Yeah, like 1900, 1910s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, this car controls way differently. Oh, this is very different. Oh, this thing doesn't turn. Huh.
Looks like it does turn all the way.
Ultimate killer. I have to battle the ultimate killer of the roads. The drift
Never once
killer.
did it.
You've heard of the Drift King. Now here's the Drift Killer. He's the ultimate drift killing machine. This secret scientific project experimented on him and turned him into the ultimate drift killing machine. And now he's on the loose on the Shudo Expressway. Ah, that car went into my lane. Fucker.
Cut you off?
Stay in
Yeah.
your lane.
Yeah, he should have stayed in his lane. But then he got into my lane.
I'm officially giving up on Plex because Plex is doing this whole thing where they're like, "Hey, you gotta pay for this now,"
Oh, that sucks.
Ah.
which is great,
What's-
but like
God,
you
what
know,
was the- what was the-
uh,
what was the-
it's not like there's like a free open source alternative or anything. Oh wait, yes there is.
are you gonna get away the jellyfin?
Yeah, I'm just trying to set up like the web connection thing. I will tell you this: like Plex is like so much easier to set up.
Uh huh. So that's as someone who has used Linux as a main operating system, that's always the catch that keeps people coming back to these closed source controlled That's what
Yeah,
the
but
money
even-
gets you. That's what the money
even,
gets you is you can pay engineers to make something that's easy to use, and you can also pay QA and research and stuff to make sure you can design something that people can actually use. I fumbled that whole explanation. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
No worries.
you pay for engineers to engineer things instead of doing it yourself like a nerd.
I mean, you can also
Like a nerd.
pay for.
There, like a nerd.
I mean, a nerd would do it themselves.
But again, yeah, so open source Linux, nerds who can do it all themselves. Like, if you want someone to engineer it for you, you gotta pay for the closed system. Under either a capitalist or capitalism with Chinese characteristics.
Also,
there's
like
only two
subtitles.
systems.
One other thing I've noticed: the subtitles seem to be like absolutely broken. Just like
There's
the most
probably a-
broken thing.
Listen, you can probably find a Stack Overflow response to that,
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
written entirely that tells you how to fix it using a terminal command.
Yeah, I'm not doing this on
download-
Linux though.
Okay. Do you just run Jellyfin and all the stuff locally, or?
Well, right now I'm running both Plex and Jellyfin at the same time because, like, locally I could just use Plex and I prefer the Plex interface and all that shit. I might consider getting a Plex Pass finally because they always go on sale like once a year for like half off. Like doing a lifetime pass for $150 for all I've used them for, it doesn't seem like the worst. Like I wouldn't feel bad about that. But in the meantime, I just need a stopgap solution to like access stuff on my phone when I'm not.
Street tank! It's a street tank here, everyone. It's a street tank. How does everyone feel about a street tank? Alright, so, would you rather have a street tank or a killdozer?
Tank.
A tank, okay.
How many people here know what Killdozer refers to?
Is it a monster truck?
No.
Oh,
No. Oh god.
When
It's
reasonable
it's
men have to do
it's such a
unreasonable
s-
things.
it's such a sad story.
It is-
Oh
And
wait,
now you
no,
gotta bring it
that
up.
guy.
Yeah,
I'm back.
that guy.
Oh,
yeah,
what happened
that
here?
guy.
ZP,
that
what's
guy.
a Killdozer?
I don't know.
Okay,
Okay.
a
Okay.
disgruntled individual, a disgruntled man, built a giant.
Oh, is this the guy who did the
Fortress.
bulldozer thing?
Yes,
Yeah.
the Auburn
he
bulldozer.
covered
Oh,
it.
right,
He
yeah.
covered it in concrete, and when he got in it, he
Right, I
sealed
remember
himself
this.
in, so
I
he
remember
couldn't
with
get
this
out.
when he was on the news.
I mean,
It was
his actions were he was dead by that point.
you know,
Incidentally, it moved too slow to actually kill him.
Yeah. Yeah, the killdozer is something that either a disgruntled American or undersupplied Russian conscripts would think of.
I remember as a kid when it was that. I remember when there was that guy in San Diego who stole a fucking tank from a military base.
See,
hell yeah, man.
yeah, that's just cool. That's just guys doing guy things.
If you could steal a tank from Uncle Sam,
I mean, it's your tank, you know, it's your tax dollars.
Yeah, I paid for it. My taxes, it's mine.
yeah.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, like I seem to recall it was an M60 tank. He just hopped
Oh,
into it
yeah.
and fucking went to town and started destroying buildings. And the San Diego Police Department didn't know what to fucking do because it's just a tank.
I mean, at that point, he's
So-
way from right out of gas.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he
'Cause-
kept running it into buildings, so what they did instead was they went for
Back-
broke, put a bunch of like bulletproof stuff on the body of a police officer who agreed to do it, and then he just hopped up onto the tank and then like manhandled the latch open and then shot the guy to death.
Oh, okay, that works too.
But yeah, guy just went into a military base in San Diego and fucking stole a tank, and then just went to town.
And that's why M1s are hard to drive. Because otherwise, just some dumb asshole could go and hop in and start driving.
I mean, it's not hard to drive a tank poorly. You just need a team if you want to use the cannon. To use a tank with its intended purpose, you need multiple people to help you out.
Okay, yes, but like just to drive it, like the M1,
Yeah, it's just a slow
not,
tractor.
It's not an easy.
It's just a
vehicle.
heavier, slower tractor that'll fuck up the road. And it's really prone to, like, getting stuck in, like, shit.
Getting stuck in anything that's not like the most reinforced asphalt out there. I don't know. They don't really get stuck in like regular.
No,
dirt.
like the
So
Abrams
that's the
tank,
whole-
for all of its like flaws, the Abrams tank is that's the thing about the Abrams tank is that it's actually good at dealing with terrain.
It is in fact an off-road vehicle. Yes. But it does like to slip its treads all the time.
I mean, you compare that to like the other tanks that other nations have. It's superior to that. Those, especially the Russian tanks.
The Russian tanks with the carousel magazines.
In a fucking
do like
The
to-
carousel right next to the ammunition. So
Well, I mean, no, like the carousel is where the ammunition. Like,
Yeah.
like they wrap the ammunition around right under the rim of the turret, so that when it goes off, it just sends the turret into space. Very good design, very Russian. Have a tank that is designed to where any kill is a critical kill. Because you hate your conscripts with a passion to want them to die.
I know someone who worked for FMC Corp, and because where the San Jose earthquakes played was the old FMC training grounds, and he was a part of the design team for the goddamn Bradley.
Oh, so he
And,
told you about how that movie was all bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the Bradley and like the fucking, the modern APC. He was a part of that team back in the day, and he has just this fucking picture of him standing right next to fucking Donald Rumsfeld and goddamn Dick Cheney, thumbs up, taking them to town in an APC in San Jose, California.
I mean, what else is there to do in San Jose?
I mean, back in the day, yeah. I mean,
All right, I'm gonna dip out. I'll talk.
Night. He's gonna go race up the Shudo Expressway.
speaking of,
Yep.
I mean, we've delved into the weird and wacky world of like politics of back in the day. So I'm gonna give you a series of names,
no.
of which you're
Uh-huh.
not going to know
Are
what
you
the
winning the
impact
drift
is.
races, by the way?
Yeah, are you winning drifting? Are you
I've won a
fully
few. I've won.
defeating the Shuto Expressway?
We see, I'm not logged in because I'm talking to you, Chuckle Fox.
Okay,
And I've been losing a lot.
wait, would you rather names or random numbers, and then you have to live with what you've selected?
What the fuck? Random numbers. Why not?
7, 8, 9.
Let's get RNG up in
11,
here.
12. Okay, pick a number 1 through 12.
11.
Okay, 11. All right. So
William Jennings Bryan.
George George Bush's 2008 re-election camp. The opponent will be
2008. Wait, 2008.
2008.
But George Bush couldn't run for re-election in 2008.
I'm sorry, 2004.
2004. Okay, who's his opponent?
Gary Hart.
Sure, that actually makes sense.
Okay, so now.
Wait, hold on. Wait, no, sorry. I was thinking of someone else. Gary Hart?
Yeah. You know, the guy who tried to run in '88, but then it turned out he was philandering.
Oh, why is he around in 04?
Because he was the special envoy for Northern Ireland. And
Okay,
then
so
trying
why
to
is
make
he
sure
around
that
in
the area
04?
was. Because you get Gary Hart if.
Who was the guy who shouted on the campaign trails? What's
That's
his name?
Howard
okay.
Dean.
You get Gary
Howard
Hart
Dean.
if. You have to pass tax reform, but it's aligned with the Blue Dogs. You have to have less than 2 jingoism points by Q12, question 12. And then you have to not use nuclear weapons by question 12.
Aw, but I wanted
Gary
comics.
Hart's vice president will be Bob Graham.
I mean, that's better than the real life.
Okay.
Ooh, John Edwards.
No.
Yeesh.
All right. Okay. This
We
mod is
love a man who
incredible.
cheats on his wife while she's dying of cancer.
This mod is incredible. Just like every bit of Americana politics back in the day. So I have to worry about my wins, my congressional relations, my credibility, my jingoism, and my averted wins.
I mean, it's 2004, so just raise the most money.
Okay, so here's the other way that you get Gary Hart. If Bush passes tax relief for him but fails to deflect on Enron by talking about nuclear proliferation instead, you will face Gary Hart with Florida Senator Bob Graham as his vice president.
Oh, right. You speak Democrats in Florida.
Okay, so... You were pretty close to picking Dick Gephardt, though.
You're Dick Gephardt.
Okay. Alright, so do. Right. I didn't replace Trent
Shit!
Lott.
Oh, the
And
last
I did
moment
deploy
too.
Trent Lott. Yeah, we're gonna have to support ousting Trent Lott. I want to also point out that, I mean, I guess it makes sense. In this simulation, Hillary Clinton's vice president is always John McCain.
Huh. A Clinton McCain ticket would have been fascinating. I mean, the problem is that in reality there wasn't really ever any effective opposition to Bush.
You're completely wrong. Like
I said effective.
No, I mean Bush didn't pass any congressional package, domestic agenda package, his entire fucking second term.
I mean, does anyone pass anything their second term?
Like Bush was fucking railroaded by Nancy Pelosi almost his entire like second term of his presidency.
For a man who belongs in The Hague, that's... I mean, the same thing that happened to Clinton and Obama. So... Like, that's just a second term.
Who's Danny Boy? Oh, Dan Bartlett, right.
Can't get railroaded in your second term if you don't got one. Just ask George Bush Sr.
Hey! Wait, did Reagan get anything done in his second term? Or was it all just scandal by then?
Iran Contra.
Tip O'Neill Like whole thing is like you scratch my back, I scratch your back, and oh, by the way, I'm gonna fucking use my platform to say that the Contras are fucked up.
But like legislatively, he didn't get his agenda
No,
done.
yeah, O'Neill blocked him almost every step of the way.
Yeah, so Reagan, Clinton, Obama, Bush, like they all had second terms that didn't have like actual legislative victories in them.
God, I just love this mod is like this celebration to
Of
they
Web 1.0.
oh my god, I might actually screen share this just to show this.
It's really too bad about that Hypnospace Outlaw follow-up.
Yeah, Dream Settler.
Yeah, it's too bad about that.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
Ah shit! Why did this happen? Second time.
It just sounded like when you watch that video of him explaining why he's canceling the project, it sounds like he's just fucking burnt out, and
Sounds like he was having a bad time of it.
he really wanted that game to be this big special thing, and then that just led to feature bloat. And the net grew and grew and grew, and it didn't get smaller. I'm gonna share this.
FDR's second term was rough. So was Truman's second term. Did Eisenhower get much done his second term? Yeah, second
No,
terms
because
are...
remember,
Yeah.
I mean, it's called the 6-year itch for a reason. So, State of Union promises to be a tough one. Will you
I feel like
be
most
moderate?
Americans are like, I'm tired of your shit after like.
Look at
certain-
this. Look
Like
at this.
2
We can
years.
get AOL 9.0 free for 1 month and tickets to Shrek 2.
Hell yeah. Everyone
My
loves Shrek
Dazzy and
2.
How Well My Election Campaign is a pop-up on AOL AIM. Like, I can... And there's music to this mod, and it plays and looks like a fucking Facebook, MySpace media player.
MySpace. Remember when social media wasn't pure evil?
Okay. We've got no RINs. So our credibility is nothing, and there's no appetite for war. We gotta change that. We're gonna be a uniter. Okay. Oh no. I was too moderate. Now Ann Coulter's on Fox News saying that I'm not doing a good job.
Ah!
Whatever shall I do? Remember when Missouri was a fucking swing state? God damn.
Why did I get 17,000 points
Ohio.
for them? Who was that guy?
It's actually a campaign in Pennsylvania. Now, Hastert. Right. So Hastert gets kicked out because of a financial scandal that then it turns out that he was using campaign funds to pay hush money to mail pages, if I recall correctly.
As you do.
Yeah. Underage pages.
As one does.
We're gonna say we're dismayed. We're not gonna be terrible.
Wow. So politicians used to actually have to resign when they got caught paying off underage people.
I mean, they made the point. The first question talks about how Trent Lott gets kicked out for praising Strom Thurmond. That was an actual thing that happened.
Remember when politics had pretended to have standards?
Right. Paul
Remember
Weston
when there was something resembling
Like consequences for anything?
consequences?
And I've been told the consequences will never be the same.
All right, so this is question 4. We
I
we
love
have
that
strong
I can
congressional
murder
relations. so I
these
can
mimes
actually-
and get mime outfits.
Haha,
We're
we
going to
The mimes. I've been meaning to actually sit
Use
down an
our
hour a
clout
day and play that stupid
to
game. I just haven't
pass
gotten around
tax
to it.
reform.
Well, it's got parrying in it, so I know,
Yeah.
parry slop.
It is parry slop. I mean, the dodging
first
feels
one?
terrible in that game.
Yay!
Yeah, because you're bad at it.
True to form, we passed the Bush era tax
windows are bad.
cuts. Now the budget is fucked. America.
Oh, so it's the Bush era.
Yeah, baby. You know what? This
Well, I
is
have great
my first
news.
thing where I'm gonna
What if that
diverge.
tax cut was made permanent?
Uh-huh.
And then,
there are more tax cuts that were made permanent.
Yeah.
And then they just stop taxing the wealthy and then cut benefits to the poor to pay the wealthy. Yeah, what if? That'd be crazy, right?
There's a $2.3 trillion discrepancy with the Department of Defense's budget. Whatever shall you do?
Absolutely nothing.
What if?
Buy more
No,
tanks.
but what if? This is my scenario, goddammit. What if?
What
I
does the
hold
free
Donald
market say?
Rumsfeld- I'm gonna hold Donald Rumsfeld accountable and fire him.
Sure.
Wow, this really is a fantasy.
Liberals like Paul Weststone offer muted praise for you. Unfortunately, the Heritage Foundation says that conservatives should stay home during the November elections.
Oh, good.
Hell yeah.
Finally, the Heritage Foundation does something worthwhile.
Yeah. Oh man. Click to make a contribution, Joe Lieberman.
Oh no, no, don't get in bed with Joe.
Oh yeah, these fucking ads are so good. Oh, no wait, now John Edwards is surging in the elections for the Democrats.
Aha.
So because I fired Donald Rumsfeld, my administration now has decent credibility with the American people, which I'm now going to spend on this next question.
Sure.
I love spending credibility like a currency. Oh,
spent all my
wait,
credibility a long
it's the
time
Grim
ago.
Reaper. The Grim Reaper found me, and he's like, "Yo, what's up? Time to get reaped. It's time to reap
So
what
do I
you
make a big
sowed."
stink about embryonic stem cells, or do I just let it pass without my signature?
I mean, Bush made a big stink about stem cells as a dog whistle for abortion.
I'm gonna
And then
see
here we
if
are.
keeping my head down keeps the moderate vote, though.
Who cares about moderates? They'll vote Republican anyway. There's no such thing.
Karl Rove is saying that I pissed off the conservatives.
Just get in bed with Murdoch and you'll be fine.
Yeah, let's reform Social Security and call it free market reform. Let's try it.
Yeah, let the free market take care of the old people. I'm sure they'll go great. The free market treats things that don't make profits very well.
Hell yeah. You pull every string you have with the Blue Dogs, spending all the political capital you've accumulated, promising them part of the spoils. The opposition was organized by Senator Edwards.
I mean,
And your
opposition
bill
was, of
will
course,
barely pass in both
paid for
chambers.
by the deep state.
Brit Hume Fetz, you are the new Reagan on Fox. This is great. Hell yeah, I want to do a photo op on a fucking horse on my ranch in Texas. Why would I say no?
Are you burning any brush?
No.
Whoa, physics! I got physics! Oh, there's so many physics happening to me.
Yeah, what if we, instead of... Okay, yes. Instead of invading Afghanistan, we're just going to ask the UN to do something about it.
Oh, okay.
That's not very Republican of you.
That is complete fantasy. Okay.
Months of diplomatic haggling finally results in an inefficient and ill-equipped UN peacekeeping task force that is deployed and only controls the capital city. That's very realistic, though.
But like, why not just talk to the Taliban? Say, hey, where's Bin Laden? And they're like, oh, he's over there. I mean, they're like, okay, fuck you, pay me, and then you pay them. Like, oh, he's over there.
We don't negotiate with terrorists.
Yes, we do.
Shh. No, we negotiate with freedom fighters.
Eh. Oh, I almost have the Grim Reaper. Oh, I almost got it. I almost got the Grim Reaper. If I hadn't been physics, that one time, I would have gotten the Grim Reaper. So close.
I said that we have to respect the ruling that gay sex is allowed in homes and private houses, and then Jerry Falwell saying that I engaged in moral cowardice.
Jerry Falwell.
Fuck yeah! Yes! My campaign is salvaged. We got aluminum tubes from Iraq.
I love aluminum tubes.
Hell yeah.
Are those
Absolutely gonna play the WMDs?
Are those the WMDs? The
baby.
Aluminum tubes. These tubes are weapons of mass destruction because they are aluminum. Just look at them.
Yeah, a series of aluminum tubes.
We need more before we go public. So we're gonna do, yep. Oh yeah, what if we say it's anthrax to scare Congress? Okay, we're gonna try that. We got the yellow cake story.
You're a yellow cake story.
Oh right, Arnie's making California red.
Ah, no.
Yeah, he was a bad governor.
Right, I know. I remember.
In terms of bad Republican governors, he doesn't even rate these days.
No, well, yeah, because now our current standards have been so lowered that now it's like, well, if the governor isn't promoting laws to allow people to chain women to beds and
yeah, go on. Yeah, finish
and
that
force them to
thought.
give birth.
Okay.
Does it even rank anymore?
Yeah, if a governor isn't actively killing his own population, like,
If a guy named like Buddy Dillons is not currently the governor of Mississippi and being like, I think that we should defund Medicaid even more.
it's like, I think we should, then just slurs.
I mean, and then also, like, remember when Sam Brownback decided to cut sales tax and then bankrupted his entire state?
Oh, I remember that
Yeah.
so well because Brownback was lauded as a great libertarian experiment to see if libertarianism can actually succeed in governance, and then he burned down his state.
Like, he did so poorly with that experiment that his own party endorsed the Democrat. He still won because it was Kansas.
Carmack Suzuki, by the
Now,
way.
admittedly, I believe a Democrat gets elected governor after him.
Yeah. The libertarian agenda destroyed Kansas.
Kelly, yeah.
Which, I mean, not going to miss it that much. But it is a warning that those policies are, in fact, stupid as all hell. I know, Brownback is a politician that I think about every once in a while. Oh, I got physics.
It's fine. We don't need public schools. Only the wealthy should be able to send their children to school.
Exactly.
like
Just
me.
like
Universal
government
education
is communist.
is communist.
You see.
If there is one thing about Bush that I think is, like, I don't think we should be... Obviously, he's a war criminal.
Well,
But
yeah, should
that
it?
go
man
on.
had a swearing problem, and he really would just let it flip like, this is a bunch of bullshit. Like, that part of him.
Okay, sure.
Here's a genuine question, though.
Mhm.
Which modern American president wouldn't qualify as a war criminal?
The answer is none of them.
Jimmy Carter.
Yeah, Jim.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
I
sure. he
mean,
did
like,
stuff.
his biggest, like, foible was he tried to send in Delta Force to break out the fucking hostages.
I mean, that's the most publicized foible. Late 70s, we didn't get up to that much skullduggery. in the late 70s. So
And
yeah,
then like
probably Carter.
maybe like he's even admitted that his biggest like in foreign policy was recognizing Pol Pot as the leader of Cambodia after Vietnam's intervention. It's like, what do you fucking want me to do? It's either recognize a Vietnamese puppet state or a war criminal. I was in a lose-lose situation. And the Republicans weren't going to let me recognize the fucking Vietnamese puppet state.
Didn't turn out well.
Yeah, no, I mean, China also endorsed Pol Pot, so like everyone endorsed Pol Pot except for Vietnam, who then went and did something. Really, Vietnamese.
I'm well aware of what he did.
Yeah. So, it turns out Vietnamese communists were just doing it was all W's in the 20th century.
Oh yeah, we're gonna send Colin Powell to the United Nations and ruining his reputation.
Throughout the French, throughout all
that's
foreign
right.
colonialism.
The current governor of Mississippi stole public money to pay for Brett Favre's private property, that gym for his
So can you
kids.
The
explain,
governor was
like-
involved in that? Oh no.
Yes, the governor was involved with his like fucking scandal. Like,
Oh jeez. I'm not super well versed on the Favre scandal, but basically he
used public
look,
funds to buy a
here's
new
the thing about
gym
Brett
for his
Favre,
kid.
though. It is
Yeah.
clear. It is clear that that man is suffering from CTE.
who? Favre?
Brett Favre
Yeah.
absolutely had CTE.
Oh yeah.
Like, that
Can't
man's
touch.
brain is toast.
He was also in Wisconsin for a long time, so that wouldn't have helped.
Alright, we're gonna deny any connection
look
with
at me.
Enron.
Oh yes, chat does have a point that Vietnam only intervened in Cambodia because
Well, yeah,
Cambodian
that's the
generals
other
went and
fun,
raided into Vietnam.
funny thing is like Cambodia quote unquote gets its independence.
Shit.
And the first thing they do,
Paul Wolfowitz resigned? The fuck did I do?
The first thing Cambodia does after they get off their colonial suppressors is
Well,
they're
they
like,
go
all
through
right,
a
time to
couple
go after our ancient enemies, the Vietnamese.
Well, they go through a couple of governments before
Yeah.
Pol Pot shows up,
Oh yeah,
and
sure.
and then Pol Pot shows up and says, "Okay, well, what if we just killed everyone?"
Well,
I've got bad news.
What?
Because I elected to not push forward articles of the declaration of war against Iraq, Dick Cheney has resigned, and now Bill Frist is my fucking vice president.
As for the best. But yeah, no. Reaching the ultimate endpoint of revolutionary communism is: what if all humans are counter-revolutionary and should die? Turns out that's a bad place to end up at. Who would have thought?
See, whatever ZP's playing is unrealistic because Dick Cheney resigning? No.
It's not
He literally
supposed
shot
to be
his own
realistic.
friend in the face and made him
It's
apologize
not
for it.
supposed to be realistic. It's a simulation. It's all history.
Yeah, but the simulation should know that the chances of that happening are 1 in 10 billion. Like,
Yeah, but I
Dick
didn't-
Cheney
I
growing
didn't-
any amount of conscience? No, absolutely not.
It's a
But
glorified
the
board
point,
game.
The point is
That's what
that
it's
I
playing.
didn't declare war, so he feels like I don't got the stuff.
Yeah, no, it's a glorified board game.
No, but you see, like, this is what would happen if, like, you refused to declare war. Dick Cheney would have you assassinated.
That's actually, if I don't have credibility with my administration, it's the branch for that is actually Cheney does an auto coup. He invokes the amendment and declares me incompetent.
Sure.
It's an alternate ending.
You know, that was, like, the one thing about the most recent election that was like, why are you guys celebrating this? This is, like, the worst human being imaginable. Like, you should not be like, oh, the Cheney family is, like, endorsing our candidates. Like, nah, that's not a good thing. You should tell them to fuck off.
Yeah, no, the Democratic Party is obsessed with the moderate voter, which doesn't exist.
Yeah, but even the moderate voters hate the Cheneys, too.
yeah.
They remember. They're like, oh, those fuckers? Yeah.
The fictional
no.
moderate voters are ambivalent
damn it.
on the Bush administration.
Yeah, you need to remember that like Chuck Schumer just has an imaginary moderate voter in his head, and he
Schumer's got two brain cells he rubs together once in a while.
yeah.
That's what I think.
Ah, right. We're gonna use the term Atari Democrat.
You're an Atari Democrat.
For
Is
those
this a
who don't
Jaguar thing?
no, so Atari Democrats were people who believed that
The Atari
tech companies.
Was
So it was like
Democrat.
a very like SimCity thing. Is like the belief was, and this was something that Al Gore believed strongly about, is that high-tech companies should pay lower taxes than heavy and light industry and agriculture because it promotes a form of economic development that is less impactful to the environment and it's better, higher quality jobs.
that made sense in the 90s. And only
Sure
the
did.
90s.
Now, like, those jobs don't exist.
And also, it's not better for the environment, it turns out, but he wouldn't know that for 30 years.
It's not better for the environment because instead of them doing things that are better for the environment, they decided to make it worse for the environment to steal all of our jobs.
Yeah, like, and again, in the 90s, when it's like, microcomputers.
No, listen,
doing
man. The
spreadsheets.
singularity is happening at any minute.
That made sense. In the 2000s, less sense teens, it's absolutely absurd. Now, the tech industry is the thing killing the environment, turns out.
You know what? Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck
I'm gonna
you too.
have my guest speaker for the RNCB, Zell Miller, for that comment.
Oh,
don't know
fuck
who that
you,
is.
mother.
Hell yeah.
I should kick you from this. Fuck off.
That's a special little thing for fucking Borg.
Yes, it is.
Sports.
Fucking sell. No, it's not sports. It's fucking sell Miller.
Cherished Georgia political icon, Zell Miller.
I have no idea who that is.
It's fine. You're fine. It's not important.
I barely know who Walker is, and everything I know is just everyone hated him.
Oh,
voted
fuck.
for him.
Now the ads are for MSN. I
Also,
love it.
also, chat. I just beat the Grim Reaper.
You did it.
I did
Or
it.
Take that.
have you won?
Death.
Are you the Drift King now?
No, there's still 3 more Devas, and then the final boss.
And then you
Final
have
boss
like
isn't the
4
Grim
more
Reaper, or the
Tokyo
final
Extreme
boss is the
Racer
Drift King?
games to play.
I mean, there's so many racing games. There's 4 Devas, and then I think it's not the Drift King. It's Midnight Cinderella. I think is the you should go to final boss. These games. Anyway, I'm pretty much done. Is anyone else going to stream?
Yeah. I'll stop playing this game.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, I have to press a button. Oh. There aren't just there are audio and visual cues to tell me when to press the button, but it's too hard.
There's a lot of flourishy bullshit in that.
You're a flourishy bullshit.
I mean, I wish.
Liker of video games, such as and
A video game liker, what's that?
Wait, what?
yeah, he likes video games such as
How dare you?
and oh, but no, Shin Megami Tensei is fine because it's rock paper scissors.
I mean, there's
It
a lot
kicks your
more.
teeth in, and it's mean,
Uh-huh.
but it's for fucking babies. You confuse your way out because I don't have to press a button in with specific timing.
We got the Academy Awards
Yeah,
and
you
the
have to
red
think.
carpet coverage presented by Diet Pepsi.
Ew.
Everyone loves the taste
Pepsi
of
is
Diet
bad.
Pepsi. Alright, yep, whenever you're ready.
Alright. I will save my game.
I'm getting Halo 2 ads. Okay.
Yeah, you ever hear about Halo 2?
So you're out.
The sequel to
Turbo
Halo.
Tax. Oh yeah, we're absolutely going to bring up his infidelity scandal.
goes to 30, 32, 40, 46, 54. Alright, so I have 57 guys left. I'm like 2/3 of the way through this game. Freeway? Nightmare of the Loop. Okay. Let's do a raid here. An arbitrary raid for an arbitrary water. All right, thanks everyone for watching. That was me not being locked in at all while racing. And remember, if you don't lock in while racing on the highway, physics happen to you. That's my PSA. Sending the raid
I hate
over.
when physics happen to me.